I was sitting in a bar in my hometown. It was this time of the year, actually. It was right around Christmas, and I was sitting and kind of looking out the window and listening to people around me and just observing, you know. And I started writing these lyrics, and the word Goldrush kept coming to mind. And I wasn't really sure how to make that word fit with the lyrics that I had written. And I just thought, you know, that doesn't sound like the same song to me, you know. And so I called my friend Ashley McBride, and I said, Ashley, I've got this song idea.
As you do.
As you do. And I said, Ashley, I've got this song idea that I think is really good, but I can't seem to make the hook fit with the rest of the words. What do you think about us trying to sort it out? She said, well, I've actually got a co-write with Jeremy Drinkwine, who's a friend of ours as well, and maybe we can all work on it. And I said, I'd love that, you know. So we sat and started talking about life and started talking about the word Goldrush and how that word relates to life. And finally it occurred to us that, you know, life sometimes feels a little bit like the gold rush. Some days you wake up and you feel like the better part of your life has come and gone. And, you know, the people come and go out of your life, and the years come and go out of your life. And for me and Ashley and Gus, people like us that are out on the road all the time, the cities come and go. And the crowds come and go. And I go out and I load in my gear and I sound check, and then I pour my guts out to a room full of mostly strangers, and then I pack it up and go to the next city and do it again. And most days it feels like I'm living a dream and that it's the most wonderful life I could possibly live. And then some days you think, man, what in the hell am I doing with my life right now, you know? And that's just like anything else in life, you know? Anything that you really, really love, that you give 100% of yourself to, whether it be your dreams or whether it be your family or, you know, your career, whatever it may be, sometimes you go, what do I have left for myself? I've given everything to this, you know? And I think that's a universal feeling. So we decided to write a song about it. And we named it Goldrush. Well, I probably wouldn't have come back here if my parents weren't around, 'cause I hate the way my name falls so weightless in this town. I don't know if this is living or slow motion suicide. There's something about Christmas that makes me blur the line. We all smuggled in our demons like strung out movie stars, and we've all got a damn good reason to hide how old we are. All the years that seem to disappear come back to claim their dead. We hold on to our heartache like a noose around our necks. I'm covered up by the smoke and the dust, the glitter and the rust of the gold rush. I've spent a quarter of a century on truck stops, souvenirs. Now home is just a postcard saying wishing you were here. I'm chiseled on the prayer list at Darby Church of Christ. I might go down there on Sunday if I'm not too stoned to drive. I'm covered up by the smoke and the dust, the glitter and the rust of the gold. I rushed into bay and order like a flash in the pan, and the thought just bowled me over. I'll never be that young. No, we'll never be this young again. And I'm covered up by the smoke and the dust, the glitter and the rust of the Goldrush, of the Goldrush. So like I said, we recorded a Godhead song on our 7-inch, and so we'll do that song for you. It was really cool to get to do this with Jason and to kind of revisit his song with him, and a little intimidating as well, but we've enjoyed the process of covering someone else's song and having that person in the studio with you. That's a pretty cool thing that doesn't always happen, so that was a neat thing to get to do, and we'll send this one out to Jason too. Standing in the back of the line, I feel the others try to push me down and keep it away from me. Grabbing at the one thing that I know is mine. Can't you see me with my head to the floor? Feel the recklessness of absolute desperation. Valued sentimental pieces of the life I thought I held in my hand. Why do I always try to better what I am? Can't I realize that I've always been sinking? Feeling every day, it only helps to aggravate the sickening feeling inside that won't go away. Fall down, pick yourself up and fall down. Drink from my cup and fall down. This is what it's like to be me, me. Can't you see what I see? Why do I always try to better what I am? Can't I realize that I've always been sinking? Why do I always try to better what I am? Can't I realize that I've always been sinking? nothing real. What I know is all I want is to be safe from this spot. Is to be safe from this spot. Is to be safe from this spot. Why do I always try to better what I am? Can't I realize that I've always been sinking? Why do I always try to better what I am? Can't I realize that I've always been sinking? That I've always been sinking? That I've always been sinking? Thank you so much. We've got a couple more songs for you, and then we will release you into the wild streets of York on a Saturday night. And normally, that is a joke, but let me tell you, we walked around here for a couple hours before, and I'm frightened for y'all's lives when we leave here. I'm like, it is 2:00 right now. What are y'all doing out here? I mean, we went like back to back. We walked by people that were drunker than I've ever been in my whole life, and that is really saying something. There was one girl that her friends, I feel like she should never speak to them again because they were all walking together and she tripped over all these bikes and they were just making it worse. And then when they finally got her up, she clearly can't stand. That's pretty obvious. And they walk away from her and she just falls head first into a brick wall, which was just around the corner. And I'm like, oh my God. And then we walk around this corner and there's a girl with her friend and she's untying her shoe with her mouth, standing in the street. And it's like these high heels that are like the straps are up her leg. You know, it's supposed to be really sexy. I'm like, wow, this is going well for her tonight, I think. Yeah, so y'all be careful out there. I didn't realize Christmas markets got so crazy around here, but...
I think it's all the glue wine that they have there.
Well, I mean,
messing people up.
To be fair, last night we were in Boodley, which is just next to Kidderminster, and we were like, oh, this town is so lovely. What a cute little town. It was great. And then as we left the show, things just derailed very quickly. And we went up to our room, and the entire city street, which is the whole town, the entire city street was just fights everywhere. It's like every Saturday night or every Friday night, everyone just goes to the street and fights each other. That's what it looks like. It's like, God. I mean, and so we sat out the window and just watched and drank our beer. And we're like, oh, look at that. Oh, God, he got his ass kicked. Damn, that's not good. Like, now that one's fighting that one. Oh, okay. It's like, y'all like to fight around here, I guess. And so this next song is appropriate, actually. So I was in this town called Birmingham, Alabama. Has anybody ever been there before? Yeah, you've been to Birmingham. We've probably had this conversation last time I played, but if you haven't been to Birmingham, Alabama, you've missed exactly nothing in your life, so don't rush there now. It's one of those places where, you know, anything can happen, really. And I was playing a show at this little place that's a venue. Used to be a gas station, now has chicken wire around the stage and the whole 9 yards. But anybody who has been subjected to their first Southeastern tour in the U.S. has certainly been subjected to this place. And it's one of those venues that you show up and everyone has been there since about 2 o'clock drinking. And as the night goes on, you can look out and see in everyone's... It's just like York, actually. It's exactly like York. I mean, you could look out and see in the audience's faces that they're not going to even remember that they saw you play last night. And so I was playing a show there, and I thought, okay, I've got a plan. I'm going to get my guitar, and I'm going to put it in the car, and I'm going to drive off into the distance and not speak to anyone and never come back again. And so I got my guitar about halfway into the car, and I felt a tap on the shoulder. And I turned around, and there was a guy standing there, and I could see by that look in his eye that he had something wonderful and charming to say, as you do. When you've been drinking all day long and you approach a girl, it always comes out perfectly, you know? And before he could even get that out of his mouth, he just threw up all over me. And I thought this would only happen in Birmingham, Alabama. But that was prior to me coming to York on a Saturday night, so we never know. But if you have been thrown up on by a drunk person, which if you live here you probably have, or if you too have thrown up on someone when you were drunk, or maybe you plan to throw up on someone tonight, look, I'm not here to judge, but if you feel any of those things, feel free to just chime in and go, burning down Birmingham, burning down Birmingham, burning down Birmingham, burning down Birmingham. That's good. And if the Spirit's really, really moving you, you could also do, ooh, ooh. Ready for it? Four whiskeys in to a pack of Lucky Strikes. I'll take my heartache with a little bit of ice. And the neon on my breath and the cinders in the sky. There's an old flame burning down Birmingham tonight. I've been calling on Jesus, calling on an old friend, hell, I might set my sails for Vegas if I catch a good wind. It's like a cold, empty church, I'm aching for the light. So there's an old flame burning down Birmingham tonight. In the name of some ancient desire, there's an old flame burning down Birmingham tonight. There's an old flame burning down. There's an old flame burning down. All right, here we go. Burning down Birmingham. Burning down Birmingham. That's pretty good. Burning down Birmingham. 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 Like you've been thrown up on this time. Burning down Birmingham. Y'all keep doing that part. Burning down Birmingham. Birmingham tonight. There's an old flame burning down Yorkshire tonight. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much again. I sure do appreciate you guys.